friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking into their next move towards you, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is Tarot of the Mystical Moments, and pile number two is the Pulp Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile one, for those of you who chose Tarot of the Mystical Moments, this is going to be your reading, alright? But before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies, so close your eyes. Think of your person, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty. How one, the person's next move towards you, right? One person's next move towards you. Please, person's next move towards you. Please. We have Judgment. We have Three of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and Three of Swords. All right, so there's a little bit of internal as well as external moves that your person is making. So the first move that's coming towards you from your person is them understanding what they want from this connection. I think that there is some distance between the two of you. For some of you, it could be a physical distance, it could be emotional distance. There's definitely some kind of blockage in order for the two of you to come together, and it looks like your person right now might be taking some time to understand. Some of you could be no contact and or separation. For others of you, you don't have to be. It could just be maybe a lull in your connection, or your person could be just taking some time off to think about how to work through things between the two of you. For some of you, I am seeing that this connection might never have even taken off as well, but your person's kind of trying to understand how both of you are going to come together, because it looks like your person does want to move things forward between the two of you. They do see a lot of potential in the connection between the two of you, but at the same time, I do think that the blockages might be on your person's mind at this point in time. So it's kind of like figuring out how to move past the blockages. So either their next move towards you, either it's going to be they figure out a way to move through the blockages, or they no longer care about the blockages and they're just going to take that leap of faith towards you. That's one of the two that's coming through for me, depending on your situation. But common theme for all of you is that the blockages will no longer matter, or your person's going to figure it out and they're going to overcome it. They're coming towards you. All right, and it looks like your person's coming with very, very stable energies. It's not going to be a very flamboyant energy that's coming. Actually, I think that your person's going to start small. So for some of you, it's going to be literally baby steps between the two of you. So maybe talking about where both of you are at, or talking about your past trauma, past hurt, how both of you have kind of made it to where you are at today. Or even for some of you, it could be even starting out as friends, having casual conversations, and then slowly building that connection over time. Your person, pile one, does not seem to be in any hurry to ground this connection. All right, frankly, the way that I see it, it's not about not being in a hurry to ground this connection. I was called to correct that. They do want to ground this connection, but they're not in any hurry to reach any end point. All right, they want to make sure that there is something very beautiful and stable that happens between the two of you. This person could have rushed through connections in the past, or both of you could have rushed through this connection in the past, like it fizzled out so fast. But I think that there always has been something more between the two of you, and your person recognizes that maybe the last time that this happened could be with you, could be with another person, it didn't go so well because things just fizzled out. Things just went hot and heavy and then it just went away. So your person is very, very sure that they don't want to make that mistake. So they're thinking very, very carefully about every single step that they're taking towards you, because I think that your person does have a very long-term vision about how they want this connection to go. This is not something that your person wants to do impulsively. There's also a lot of heartbreak that your person is healing, and I think that that's more of the internal work that's going on. It could be healing work with respect to this connection, but it could be even related to their past. It could be romantic connections. It doesn't have to be. I am seeing also familial connections. I think that there's something about your person wanting to take this slow and wanting this connection to stand the test of time that might have come watching other significant connections in their life just crumble. That could be it as well. But there's something, definitely some kind of healing that your person's going through, kind of changing the narrative in their head that just because it happened at one point does not mean it will happen again, because I'm taking steps to improve. I'm taking steps to be careful. And so there's a little bit of that thought process that's going on. But your person understands that there is a necessity at this point in time to think a little bit about what's going to happen next between the two of you. Your person understands that it's important to pause at this point in time and just take a look at where both of you are at and how to overcome the blockages that you have in your connection at this point in time. So I do see pause energy. I don't think that your person might be telling you. Maybe they're continuously talking to you, but I think that internally they are sensing that either things should slow down, or wow, I'm struggling with my words, or that they should just pause right now and see what exactly needs to be overcome so that they can figure a way out of it. But don't worry, with the Judgment coming here, it looks like your person's going to move past that pause energy. It doesn't look like the pause energy is going to stay for too long. Frankly, it looks like things are shifting between the two of you. Yeah, I don't think that your person's telling you about this. I think that there are a lot of thoughts that are kind of swimming in your person's mind, a lot of realizations about this connection that are going within. I think that your person might be afraid to share the depth of what they're feeling with you. It could also be that they're scared you might get scared, or your person is, they just feel like they need to be the ones to take responsibility for the blockages, and they don't want to worry you as well. So there's a little bit of them holding back what they're thinking at this point in time. So you might not be able to access, but I think that first off, your person is tapping a lot into their intuition. They're slowly trying to understand how to overcome these blockages by tapping into their intuition, by digging deep, by kind of having a deeper understanding about why these blockages are there. What transformation do both of you need to bring about in order to overcome these transformation? Your person could be a spiritual person. I am seeing that. But it could also just be that them understanding that there needs to be a massive shift within them in order to overcome these blockages. And they seem to understand that there is some significance, some spiritual significance behind the blockages, behind the obstacles that both of you have at this point in time. It could be monetary as well. I am seeing that. It could be logistical differences or blockages, but your person's understanding that even that, there seems to be some kind of spiritual significance behind it. And your person might be feeling like all of these things that both of you are going through at this point in time, it's only to bring both of you closer. It's only to kind of build the bond between the two of you so that both of you have a very, very stable foundation together. Yeah, your person's strategizing a lot. I think that the way that I see it, I think that your person is a very pro and con kind of person. I think that they take time to think about their next steps. They're very, very strategic. If they aren't about any other aspect of their life, I think that the risk of losing this connection seems to weigh a lot on their mind at this point in time, and they don't want to even kind of give a small chance to that. So right now your person's really focused on planning. They might be thinking a lot about this connection. They might not be telling you. I am getting a little bit more of that, kind of keeping it to themselves, but they're thinking a lot about this connection, Pawan. And it's more about, well, okay, these are all there. I'm not going to run away from it, but at the same time, I need to figure out how I'm going to overcome it with my person. So a lot of determined energies. I am seeing long distance for some of you. So maybe it's going to be hard to overcome that long distance, or maybe both of you need to figure out a way to work on this connection despite the distance. That could be it. For some of you, it could be healing the past wounds of both of you, like both of your connection, or it could be even just healing past wounds of other connections so that both of you can build something beautiful together. I think that the end point that your person actually wants to get to is both of you just being there for each other, both of you just being a very, very healing presence for each other, regardless of what happens to the two of you. Your person wants both of you to just be there for one another. And that seems to be the way that they're approaching this problem, or whatever blockages there are between the two of you. And your person understands that, you know, both of you need to spend time together in order to heal. Maybe it's past wounds, maybe it's wounds from this connection, but time, you know, and your person wants to give you more of that, more of in-person time, I'm getting. So your person might be kind of looking forward to that, or they might be even like kind of figuring out how to go about it. So for some of you, you know, maybe saving up money to buy plane tickets to come to you, or for others of you, you know, making sure that maybe they buy a car in order to spend more time with you so that they can cut down the travel time. For others of you, it could be other blockages that could be stopping the two of you. So maybe convincing their parents, convincing other people who are important to them. For others of you, it could be getting their finances in order to be there for you. There's definitely some blockage, some big blockage that your person's thinking, and the energy that's coming from a person is that they want to single-handedly figure all of this out. But that's the energy that they're in right now. So their next move towards you is to actually figure out what to do, or the blockages will no longer matter to them and they're just going to keep going ahead with you. All right, it's one of the two that's coming through. One advice for Pile 1, please. One advice for Pile 1, please. It might be helpful for you to tell your person that you are there for them. I think that even though you might have shown it in different ways, I think that it might be helpful for you to keep reminding your person. Like I said, I think that your person seems to take the weight of the world on their shoulders, and it looks like that as well. So you can tell them, you can let them know that, you know, you don't have to figure this out on your own. I'm here with you. We can both figure this out. There is strength in both of us handling this situation, you know, and your person might need a little bit of coaxing. I am getting that energy. It doesn't look like they are going to be very ready with the Four of Pentacles also. They don't seem to be ready to share. I think that they don't want to burden you. This person really cares about you. So it might be helpful for you to, you know, keep letting them know that you're there and you want to be a part of this. It might also be helpful for you to let them know that you are strong enough to handle this part of it and you want to contribute, because your person is going to need a little bit of convincing. They're going to need a little bit of coaxing, all right? But the message coming to you is that there is strength in both of you being together, in both of you handling this together. So it might be helpful for you to believe that first, for you to trust that you and your person will be able to handle this together, and it's better if both of you work together, and then slowly kind of shift that energy to your person as well. Okay, so this is where I will leave you for today, Pile 1. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with likes, shares, subscribe, comments, the tips that I send in watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pile 1, take care. Trust your intuition. You always have free will. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 2. For those of you who chose the Pile Tarot, this is going to be your reading, all right? But before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, Pile 2, their next move towards you. Let's take a look, alright? Pile 2's person's next move towards Pile 2, please. Pile 2's person's next move towards Pile 2, please. Page of Pentacles, the Sun, the Hangman, King of Cups. Okay. So their next move towards you is to actually trust that this connection can bring them joy and happiness. I think that there are very, very deep feelings on your person's end, Pile 2, but I think that there are a lot of fears about whether this connection is just gonna leave them out hanging to dry, or if they're just going to be in pain all over again. So I think that this person might have struggled a lot with relationships in the past. I also think that they might have been a part of very hurtful and just very painful relationships, not just romantic, it could be platonic and familial as well. The way that I see it, your person's been through a lot, pal too. It's not that they don't have feelings for you, frankly. I think that there is a lot of maturity to this person. There's a lot of emotional depth to them. But at the same time, I think that what they've been through has caused a lot of fear within them. So the thoughts that I'm kind of tapping into with your person right now is, is this really going to bring me joy, or is this just going to be a pain all over again? Or, where is this going to lead to? Is this going to lead to where I'm hoping, or am I just going to be let down all over again? So right now, I think that your person, their next move towards you is to work on hope. Very, very simply put, to work on learning how to hope for this connection, to slowly infuse themselves with the belief that things can actually work out for them, that they can have joy and happiness in their life. So I think that for a big part of your person's life, things might have worked against them, or I think that they are just tired of always hoping for something and then it just come crashing down. There's a lot of pause energy coming from your person at this point in time. I am getting that energy, but I think that your person really needs to take time to breathe out at this point in time. I think that there is a lot of fears and anxieties that's creeping up about their past. It could be even about this connection. Maybe the first time around, both of you weren't able to, kind of be happy. Maybe there was constant triggers and constant fights between the two of you. But at the same time, it looks like your person hasn't been able to let go of the feelings that they have with you. If that part does not resonate, it could just be other connections in the past that have really drained your person. And there's a lot of fear that's coming through about whether or not this is just gonna hurt them long term again. So the next move towards you, because they really do want to be with you, they do see a beautiful future with you, but at the same time, they need to believe that that future can happen, and that comes a little bit more internal. That is more about them having that clarity within them that, yes, sometimes I can have access to happy things. Yes, sometimes things do work out for me. So that's more of an internal belief system that your person needs to shift. That's more of a limiting belief. And I don't blame your person, pal, too. I think that life has just been very, very difficult for them, that it has been block after block. No matter how optimistic your person has tried to be, I think that they've just been through that much that they're struggling to believe that this could actually be something that can make them happy long term, or that it's not going to hurt them in the end long term, right? Another energy that's coming through is your person is slowly going to believe. They're slowly going to tap into the romantic in their heart. It looks like your person does have that emotional depth. They do believe in romance. They do believe, but at the same time, given their experiences, it just might be difficult for them to see that at that point in time, or tap into that part of them at this point in time. But it looks like they're slowly going to believe that, yes, they can too have a fairy tale ending, or they too can have like a happy family. They too can have this joy and contentment that comes with being in a healthy connection and being with you as well. So a little bit of more internal shifts that are happening within your person, more than external. But I think that step by step, your person is going to gain that clarity. Step by step, as things progress between the two of you, your person's going to build that faith over time. For some of you, I am seeing no contact, but for others of you, I am actually not seeing no contact. It could be that this is just a connection that's unfolding, but you are sensing a lot of fears coming from your person. But the way that I see it is your person is going to gain confidence in this connection as the connection unfolds. It is not going to happen before, all right? Just because of what they've been through. So as your connection takes one step, that's what's going to affirm to your person, and that's how they're going to start believing step by step. So it's not going to happen all at once, but your person wants to do it. I mean, there's a huge desire in them to make it to that happy ending that they've always wished for in their life, that glimmer of happiness. But I think that at this point, I'm taking deep breaths, because I think that your person is in very, very heavy energies. It's kind of like everything always goes against me. Nothing ever happens for me. And no matter what I wish for, something opposite always happens, and it's always misaligned. And now there's this new thing that's in my life that I'm really happy about, and I just know that it's going to be taken away from me. That's more of the energy that your person is in. And I think that there's a lot that they need to work through with respect to their own perception of their life. And that might be what is happening at this point in time. And because there's just so much fear, I don't think that your person is able to tell you as well. Like, what if they tell you that they're afraid of losing you, and then you genuinely walk away from their life, and then it would be them facilitating? Can you see the amount of overthinking that's happening on your person's end? Because I think that it is that difficult for them, and overthinking is a trauma response, So I think that there are a lot of thoughts that your person needs to work through at this point in time, and they are going to, but I think the tidbit for you, Pile 2, is not going to happen all at once, all right? It's going to take time. Your person's going to slowly, step by step, walk away from all of these fears, but it's going to happen over time. As your relationship, your connection progresses, that's how your person starts walking away from these fears, from these things. It's not something that is going to happen. They're not just going to magically wake up one day having worked through all of it, or even if they try to work through it internally, it's not going to happen until there is an external shift, and that external shift helps them believe, So a little bit of a different reading here today for you, Pile 2. Usually it's more of the internal figuring out that your person has to do, but I think in your person's case, it's a bit of a special case. Externally, when things shift, only then internally will things shift within your person. So I think that there is some advice coming through for you. I'm already getting it, but I just want to confirm it. So one advice for Pile 2. Things will shift in your connection. All right, and it looks like things will keep shifting in your connection. The way that I see it, and I feel like getting one more, hold on. It might be on to you to shift things in your connection, because I think that your person is too afraid to take any steps. And like I said, it's only when the external shifts that the internal is going to shift for your person. So it might be on to you to shift the dynamic of this connection. It might be on to you to progress this connection. It might be on to you to align with the energies of how you wish this connection to unfold first. We've got the Magician coming out. We've got the World coming up. So the message coming through is, if you wish for your person to have that internal shift, you need to be the person making that internal shift as well as the external shift, so that there is an internal shift within your person. All right, it looks like it's all connected, but things are shifting for the two of you. It looks like you do have the power to create the reality that you wish for. Of course, we have the Magician coming out. So take time to understand what it is that you wish for this connection. It might be also helpful for you to take it slowly, even though we do have the World coming out, but it might be helpful for you to slowly take steps. And your person is they need to be shown, Pile 2, all right, for them to believe it. So it might be helpful for you to show it to them that there is an internal shift within you, which is leading to an external shift in the connection, which will eventually, as your person understands, will lead to an internal shift within them as well. All right, so it looks like you might need to help your person in this respect. Okay, this is where I will leave you for today, Pile 2. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you're looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips I send, and watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pile 2, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.